Hi everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm LIMA. In this video I want to talk about 12 of the most warm and cozy fragrances that I have in my collection. I could have mentioned more, but well, for the sake of this video and in order to not record a very long video, I will feature 6 niche fragrances and 6 designer fragrances in no specific order, and I will start first with the designer fragrances. And the first fragrance that I have here is from the house of Tom Ford, from the private blend collection, and it is Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille, of course, I mean, I absolutely love this fragrance. This is a sweet dried fruits, vanillic, spicy tobacco, and this will be a common DNA in these fragrances. They are sweet, they are resinous, although this is not resinous, but some of them are resinous, ambery, because these are the type of fragrances that at least makes me feel more warm and cozy, especially during this cold weather, and these fragrances work wonderfully during this period. And Tobacco Vanille is a Gourmand tobacco scent done to perfection. A groundbreaking release when it was released in 2007. Nowadays you have hundreds of fragrances that are heavily inspired by this scent DNA, but it's my favorite in its genre. It's Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. Absolutely stunning, sensual, decadent, very yummy fragrance. Next fragrance is from the house of Christian Dior, and it is Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Now, I don't remember the last time that I featured or that I even talked about this fragrance. This is one of my favorites from Dior. This is so good and so different from the original Fahrenheit. So this is vanilla, rum, and suede with violet leaves. Now, this is not as warm as, for example, Tobacco Vanille, but the vanilla with the boozy undertone with the suede gives really a warmness, a coziness in this fragrance that I absolutely love. I feel that this fragrance is quite unique for a designer, very well done. It's a stunning scent, again different from the original Fahrenheit. It's more modern, and definitely feels more gourmandish than Fahrenheit. It's not gourmand at all, but the vanilla with the boozy undertone gives really a gourmand quality. I absolutely love this fragrance. I really need to talk about this fragrance more often, because it's really great. It's very alluring. It's not like a projection beast, or it's not that will last you the entire day, but still lasts quite a while. It has a nice longevity. After all, this is a Parfum concentration, so in terms of longevity it's not that bad, but the projection, it's not incredible. But still, I think it's a stunning scent. It's Fahrenheit Le Parfum from Dior. Next fragrance here, it's from the house of Viktor and Rolf, and it is Spicebomb Extreme. I love this one. This goes in the same category of Tobacco Vanille, but still different. Doesn't have the dried fruits, and the cinnamon here, it's definitely more prominent. And even the tobacco, I feel that the tobacco here, it's a bit more prominent than in Tobacco Vanille actually. But the cinnamon and vanilla are the prominent notes. Then you have the tobacco, and it's delicious. It's delicious. I absolutely love this one. Spicy, vanillic, sweet, just done so well. This is my favorite version of Spicebomb nowadays. The original is nice, but I prefer Bulgari Men in Black. Much prefer that fragrance than to the original Spicebomb. Men in Black, it has the rum and it feels more mature with the leather, with the woods. It definitely feels a more complete scent. And this one leans to more gourmand territories. that I absolutely love. I have a sweet tooth, and this one is so addicting. It's perfect for date nights. Actually, any of these fragrances are perfect for date nights, close encounter situations. This has a mysterious feel in this scent, but what I would highlight is the sweet qualities that gives warmness, that gives coziness. I really do love this one. It's Spicebomb Extreme from Viktor and Rolf. The next fragrance, it's from the house of Givenchy, and it is Givenchy Pi. Yes, it's P, how you pronounce it, not pie, but anyway, this is a tester. That's why you can see the notes in front of the bottle. I absolutely love this bottle presentation. This is so underrated nowadays. Although this was really hyped and everyone was praising this fragrance way back when. I mean, in the 2010s, like this was really hyped, but now the hype really died down. But I still think this is a fantastic scent. This is all about benzoin, tangerine, and woods. So sensual, so warm and cozy. It's so good, and it's so unique for a designer. It's very well done. I mean, this is really, nowadays, this is a hidden gem. The performance, it's nice. I mean, it's not a scent that, people will notice you right away. I think it's perfect for, again, close encounter situations, perfect just for you to feel warm, for you to feel cozy, for you to feel comforting. I think this gives that type of feelings, at least for me, it really does. And I think this is very, very sensual and addicting. I really do love this one. Is Givenchy Pi. The next fragrance is from the house of Burberry, and it is Burberry London. Another scent that was once really hyped, and now, yes, I think because of it is discontinued. It's still available in the online discounter. Still, it's very affordable, but people are not talking about this one as they once were. But this one, it's sweet, but not as sweet. Even Givenchy Pi was not that sweet. The benzoin in Givenchy Pi gives a vanillic undertone, but not as sweet as a pure vanilla scent. This one, although it's sweet, also not as sweet as, for example, Spicebomb Extreme or Tobacco Vanille. This has port wine. It's piney. It's a bit fruity, a bit intensey. And this really screams Christmas. And Christmas is such a warm and cozy season. I absolutely love Christmas, and this I instantly think of Christmas when I smell this one. It's piney, it's smoky, port wine here. It's done so well and gives a very unique touch to this fragrance. This is a very creative scent, very well done. Doesn't smell cheap or synthetic. It's really well done scent, probably the best from Burberry. I love the bottle presentation. Also, performance is really good. Actually, it's very surprising how good the performance is on my skin. And I absolutely love this one. It's Burberry London. And last but definitely not least, this is a newcomer to my collection, and it's not sweet at all. It's from the house of Hermès, and I will soon do my first fragrance haul of the year, and this one will be definitely featured in that video because I purchased this one in January, and it is L'Ambre de Merveilles from Hermès. Gorgeous bottle presentation. I really love this line. I think the only fragrance that I'm missing is really the original Eau de Merveille. The rest of them, I have them. I have L'Ambre de Merveilles, which is fantastic. Could have been featured in this video actually, but I wanted to feature this one because, well, it's a new fragrance, so I want to talk about it. Elixir de Merveilles also could have been featured in this video because it's a Gourmand scent, but again, I want to feature this one. Then you have Eau de Merveille Bleu, which is an aquatic scent. You have L'Ambre de Merveille, which was released in 2020, and you have the original Eau de Merveille. Then you have the limited editions of Eau de Merveille, but I really want also to have the original Eau de Merveille. This line is very, very underrated. So L'Ambre de Merveille, first of all, I consider this line strictly unisex. And this one is definitely the most masculine leaning scent out of the flankers and the original. This is definitely the most masculine. Why? This has frankincense, this has tonka beans and black tea. And black tea is the reason why this is featured in this video. This also have an aquatic undertone in here, a bit floral also. After all, it's the scent DNA of Eau de Merveille. But definitely the most prominent notes here are the incense and the black tea. I absolutely love this scent. It's darker, it's a bit woodsy also, and that's why for me I feel that this leans more masculine when comparing the others, but the others are for me strictly unisex. Of course, you might think that they might lean feminine, but for me they are unisex through and through, with the exception of this one. And this one with the black tea, I mean, tea gives a very cozy sensation. Maybe not warm, because tea usually it's not sweet, usually it's dry, but definitely cozy, definitely comforting. I feel like in a zen mode when I'm wearing a tea scent. I absolutely love tea. I need to do my favorite tea based scents. This one and this one will definitely be featured in that video, and it's so unique. Great tea accord in here, and it's so underrated. It's L'Ambre de Merveille from Hermès, and again, beautiful bottle presentation. Can't stress that enough. Now let's talk about niche fragrances. The first fragrance that I want to talk about, that it's so delicious, it's from the house of Carner, Barcelona, and it is Palo Santo. Palo Santo is really a very unique scent. Warm milk with cedarwood and Palo Santo. Like a very creamy, woody, milky scent. Wow. It's so unique and so realistic. It has a natural feel even into it. And I highly doubt that this has any naturals in here, but the way that the synthetic accords are blended gives really a realistic, natural feel, and that for me it's just so impressive in this fragrance. Really, man, this is so good. Delicious. I really advise you to check this fragrance out. It's very underrated. Actually, this fragrance house overall, it's underrated. I could have featured Elborn, which is a stunning vanilla scent, very citrusy, creamy, nutty vanilla. Then you have Botafumero, which is also a wonderful incense, resinous incense fragrance, and of course Palo Santo. All of their fragrances, well, not all of them, but because they definitely have some duds, but a lot of their fragrances are worth checking out, at least to sample them, just to experience them. I think they are really worth your time. And this one, if you have a sweet tooth, please just try this. Warm milk with woods, oh, amazing. It's Palo Santo from Carner, Barcelona. The next fragrance here, it's also so underrated, a true hidden gem from LM Parfum, and it is Ambre Muscadin. This is still the older bottle presentation. Nowadays, it's a slicker and taller, more rectangular bottle presentation, but it still smells the same. I think they were not reformulated, at least not to my nose, but Ambre Muscadin, wow. It's amber, but it's not your typical resinous, gooey, sticky amber. No, definitely the labdanum is here. It's ambery, but you have benzoin, vanilla, and musk, like this furry musk. it goes in like the realm of Musc Ravageur, but not entirely, because of the labdanum, and not as sweet as Musc Ravageur. I absolutely love this one. The benzoin in here, it's wonderful. This is a bit colder when comparing with Musc Ravageur. Musc Ravageur, it's warmer. But this one, the amber with the musky undertone, gives really very cozy and comforting sensation. I absolutely love this one. Long lasting, quite unique. And overall, Parfum, I mean, they are a bit overpriced because he has some fragrances that are heavily inspired in other fragrances, like their Black Oud, heavily inspired in Black Afghano. And you have others, like they have one that it goes into a realm of Tobacco Vanille, but not entirely. So he has some inspired fragrances, inspired by fragrances, but he also has other fragrances that are very unique. This one, Scandinavian Crime, it's also a very unique scent, slightly animalic, incensey fragrance, quite dark and mysterious, that I absolutely love. But well, it's not the type of scent that I wanted to feature here. But overall, Parfum, it's very underrated. He has definitely some great hidden gems, high quality scents, but they are a bit overpriced nowadays. I think the price of a 100 ml of this one nowadays, it's 160 or 170, I don't recall. And this is not the most expensive line. Then if you have like the red line, you have the extreme flankers, which are incredibly expensive. You have the gold line, which then it goes in 400 euros price tag. Yeah, they have like Sensual and Decadent, which is just masterfully done. A stunning, delicious boozy vanilla, but I'm not willing to pay 400 euros for a boozy vanilla scent. It's not that worth it. But well, coming back to this one, benzoin, amber, musk, vanilla, done to perfection. A stunning scent that it's definitely worth checking out is Ambre Muscadin from Parfum. Next fragrance here, it's from the house of Profumum Roma. So many fragrances that I could list it from Profumum Roma that makes me feel warm, cozy, and comforting. But I will feature this one. It was my first Profumum Roma, and it's so damn underrated. And it's so unique. It's an amber, and it is Fiore d'Ambra. Fiore d'Ambra, guys, is amber, of course, with opium. Wow. This also has like a tea impression, but doesn't have tea listed. But it gives maybe because this is very resinous, the amber is very resinous and gooey and sticky with the opium, that gives a very narcotic, it's very narcotic and calming at the same time. Well, I think it makes sense. And gives a very unique touch. This is very unique, so well done, very addicting, very long lasting, and this is a type of scent that sometimes I wear this to sleep. Gives really a calming effect. It's sweet, not very sweet. It's the perfect amber with this slightly smokiness, with the tea impression maybe which comes with the opium. Maybe the opium has this tea quality in this scent, this tea feel. I absolutely love this. It's amazing. Fiore d'Ambra from Profumum Roma. It's one of the best ambers out there. Definitely one of the most unique ambers out there, and it has a quality stamp from Profumum Roma after all. It's Fiore d'Ambra. The next scent here, it's from the house of Frederic Malle. I already talked about this scent before. Musc Ravageur. Of course, I was talking about Musc Ravageur previously when talking about Ambre. Muscadin, Musc Ravageur. It's so good, guys. It doesn't need any introduction if you are already an experienced frag head, or if you are in this hobby for a while. I mean, you are familiarized with Frederic Malle. and especially with Musc Ravageur, or at least already heard about it. Musc Ravageur, musk, of course, vanilla, cinnamon, just so good. Slightly animalic. It was when I first tried this fragrance back in 2017. It was so animalic, so pissy. Now the animalic and that pissiness, it's definitely toned down, almost to non-existing. But the animalic qualities is here. This is very furry. It's a very musk, animalic, furry musk with vanilla and cinnamon. Very cozy, gourmandish, warm, sensual, very sexy. I really do love this one. I mean, it's a must-have. It's one of those fragrances that you really need to try, and if you like this type of scents, it's definitely a must-have. It's Musc Ravageur from Frederic Malle. The next fragrance here, it's the best vanilla scent in the market. It's Tihota from Indult, created by Francis Kurkdjian, actually. Tihota is all about vanilla and musk, but the vanilla here gives like a freshly baked vanilla cupcakes. So delicious, so delicious, and it's only this. It's all that you get from beginning to end. It's this freshly baked vanilla cupcakes. It's definitely the best vanilla for me. It's sweet but not overly sweet. It's warm, cozy, comforting, realistic vanilla. I mean, yes, it's linear, but for me, that's wonderful because I love this scent from beginning to end. It's the perfect vanilla scent for me. It's expensive, but it's worth it. It's Tihota from Indult. And I just hope that Francis Kurkdjian creates these type of fragrances at Dior. If not in the mainstream collection, at least in the private collection. Well, we will see, but this one, it's a masterpiece of a vanilla. And last, but definitely not least, from the L'Art et la Matière collection, it is Tonka Impériale. I'm so proud to have this fragrance, finally. Tonka Impériale is my favorite tonka bean scent. This is bittersweet tonka beans. Bittersweet because of the almonds. I mean, Guerlain does almonds, blends almonds like any other brand. Almonds for me, it's a very tough accord. For example, Profumum Roma has a couple of almond fragrances, but it's not for me. I think they are very sweet and they have this cough syrupy feel that I really don't like. This one is so smooth. It's a perfect bittersweet creamy almond with tonka beans. So good. This is not, again, not overly sweet. It has a bitterness, hence bittersweet of course, but it has gourmand qualities and it's definitely the best tonka bean. I mean, Fève Délicieuse is also great, and if I would ever consider to buy a Dior private from the private collection fragrance, it will definitely be Fève Délicieuse. I really do like it, but definitely sweeter, more powdery. This one, it's just smooth. It's still refined with gourmand qualities, and it's warm and it's cozy and it's comforting, quite sensual. And if you want a stunning, best tonka bean, it's definitely Tonka Impériale. But unfortunately, this is the older bottle presentation with a better price tag. When I purchased this one, nowadays it's an outrageous, shout outs to Rich Mitch, outrageous price tag. Yes, they come now in the 100 ml, but you will pay 300 euros. Ridiculous. Is it worth 300 euros? No, not at all. Worth 300 euros is 200 ml bottle of Lilion, Coromandel. Yeah, that's worth it. Tonka Impériale, yeah, it's the best Tonka bean, but it's not worth 300 euros. It is what it is, but if you can grab this fragrance for a decent price, grab it. It's really worth it. It's Tonka Impériale from Guerlain finishing this video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below, what are your favorite warm, cozy, comforting fragrances? Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao.